Beasley kicks to Harden. To the paint. The feed now to Brewer. Smith on the wing. Lots of room. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And the Rockets lead by 2. Miami's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Harden against Wade. Harden's shot is off.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
It's been brutal in terms of the physicality down low.
2 minutes.
To the inside, Capella. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 5 assists in the game. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Screen by Smith. Here's Beasley. The shot misses. And Miami the other way now. It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that I think sneaks up on teams sometimes.
Good point.
And no doubt the Rockets were one of the faster-paced teams in the league last year. When you have the firepower they do, you want it to become a scoring fest.
Free throw good from Harden.
A lot of the wins for the Rockets, guys, I thought last year came from just wearing down their opponent. I mean, you can keep up with their pace for a quarter, maybe 2, but it's very hard to sustain it for 48 minutes shot for shot.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Josh McRoberts has checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Lou Aldang. Winslow's checked in for Chris Bosh. And it's Richardson in for Green. Well, one thing that you can always say about Dwayne Wade is that he is at his best when the game is on the line. He truly lives for the big moments.
He does. And Wade has been in so many of those big moments over the course of his career. 5 trips to the NBA Finals, and he really does thrive under pressure.
Now here's Harden. 7 points in the game, and he gets it to go. Harden's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
McRoberts' shot is good.
And for Wade, when it comes to being clutch, a lot of it is experience. I mean, it's not just during the playoffs. He knows when to step up in the 4th quarter during the regular season. Very productive in the 4th quarter from a scoring standpoint.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Moniunas passes to Harden. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Harden's got 11.
Wade averaged 7 points in the 4th quarter of last season. That was 3rd most in the NBA. A big part of it is how he can create his own shot. When the game is on the line, you want him on the floor with the ball in hand.
Here's Moniunas. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. They get it back, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Rockets have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Yeah, last season, around 71% of the free throws made. And you know what? That has to be a point of emphasis this year.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success. There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number one.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Rockets lead by 3. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Dwayne, it certainly looks as if you guys are having
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. During one stretch, they trailed by 7, never. And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
And so in the game for the Rockets. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Beasley out there with Howard. And it's Terry in at the 1 spot. And it's Dragic with... the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
So it's the Rockets now. It's a 1-point game. Nice shot by Terry.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Dragic with it, guarded now by Jason Terry. And that one's good.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
great ball movement.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Howard with a screen on Wade. Ariza, right side, goes up the baseline, and there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. And for the Heat, they're shooting an efficient 53% from the field. And for Trevor Ariza, almost exclusively a perimeter player on the offense last year. New scheme, Greg, new teammates, big adjustment.
Yeah, the Rockets having Dwight Howard camping out in the lane and James Harden needing space for dribble drives. Not much room to operate inside for Ariza.
But they do like his defense, and we know he can hit the three. It's a pretty valuable commodity for him. And the Heat call time here.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Green is checked in for Luol Deng. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Wade kicks to Green. Shot from 12. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Green's got 12.
Well, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play. And guys, Gerald Green looked to be out of the NBA at one point in his career, but since coming back from Russia, he has completely reinvented himself as a player.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message Houston's coach was giving to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through James Harden. Coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. And for Gerald Green, and him reinventing himself, really was just known as a dunker before heading overseas.
You know, Kevin, he came back with a better shot and a better understanding of how to win as a player. Strange to think that there was a time that he couldn't find a way onto an NBA roster. They've been ineffective in disrupting Ariza's game. He has 8 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Ariza hits them both. The Heat trail by 3. And stolen by Howard. And Terry up top. He's guarded by Dragic. The 3. They get it back. Here's Howard. Some solid defense from Bosch.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Wade gets the bucket.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Harden against Wade. Harden dishes to Howard. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Howard's got his second bucket tonight. So it's Miami now. Bosch. It's good. This game is all even.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
No good from Beasley. Bosch. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. In third, the Rockets.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
From the left block, and there's Howard. That's good on the assist by Terry. 6 points for Dwight Howard. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. No one near Whiteside as he lets it go. And that misses. That would have put him up. And it's slammed in by Howard.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
It's Harden with the drive, and it's Houston with another.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
The Heat trail by 6. On the wing, Green. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Green's got 14 points. Rockets have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Harden against Wade. It's Harden with the drive. Rebound by the Heat. Wade's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Green. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Now just a 2-point Rocket lead.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly. And Dwayne Wade, as we know, one of the best in the business at blocking shots from that off-guard position. Hard to think of a guard who has had as many swats as Dwayne Wade in the past couple decades. One of the best ever.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Gerald Green. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. Miami's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Greg, you're talking about Wade on the blocks. Last season, he climbed up to 6th all-time in blocks, Clark, by an NBA guard.
Amazing. Actually has the most blocks of any player who is his height or shorter in NBA history. Even with his explosiveness waning, his timing and savvy allow him to still be effective blocking shots.
But they recover it. It's 3 pointers off the mark. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Terry the pass to Ariza. 15 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Inside, Capella, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Now it's a 3-point Rocket lead. It's Richardson on the wing. Lets it fly. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Can't get it to go. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. The Rockets on top. They lead by 1. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat.
Miami calls timeout.
Timeout called the Heat.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He actually lit into them pretty heavily, saying, "We're being way too soft on the inside. I'd better start to see some toughness and more shots being challenged. No more easy baskets." Pretty strong words, guys.
The big men are Bosh and Whiteside. D-Wade out there with Dragic. And it's Green in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's Bosh. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
It's Harden with the drive. Green with the block. Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity. That's good. And it's 13 points for Wade. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Heat?
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
The Heat with the lead. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked, really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Brewer. The Rockets with another miss. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. No good from Dragic. The Rockets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Now here's Brewer. He's guarded by Dragic. Jones sets the pick for Beasley. To the inside, the 10-footer. Another miss by Houston.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And the Heat making a change here. Deng's checked in. Howard's checked in for Houston. Terry comes in for Corey Brewer. That free throw good from Wade. And, of course, Chris Bosh has been such a prolific scorer and rebounder in his career. He's not quite in the 2010 category for his career. But, boy, Greg, he's close.
Yeah, I mean, good athleticism, that big wingspan, and not an overly physical player, but very instinctive on the backboard. And when it comes to scoring, particularly from that mid-range area, he can do it all.
Wade. Miami no good on that time either.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
The wide open look here for Terry. The three-pointer no good. The Heat have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. There's Dragic with the three. Miami no good on that time either. Houston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And the shot is good. Harden's got the game tied up here for the Rockets. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Bosh. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Terry's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Down low. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Monty Eunice. And the Heat shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%.
Oh! How about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot!
Unbelievable.
It's amazing. Terry kicks to Howard. And it's blocked by Whiteside. They retain possession. Howard with a screen on Wade. Here's Harden up off the screen. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And the Heat call time here.
Okay, Miami, now coming out of the court are your Heat dancers. Let them hear ya.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Wade kicks to Dragic. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Ariza. They get the rebound. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Harden with it. Beasley with a clean look. Off target from outside.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
It's better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Houston in the lead. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
Here's Dragic from outside. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
We watched Howard play some great basketball. 10 points and a steal.
And guys, really impossible to say where he's been better, offensively or defensively.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's not missed a beat at either end. That's obvious.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Dang dishes to Wade.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Both free throws good from Wade.
He's got ice water in his veins, fellas. No way he's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance. I've seen him make too many in this situation.
Give it up for you.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're up by 2. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Winslow's checked in for the Heat. Back to Harden. He kicks it to Terry. And stolen by Whiteside. The dish to Dang. From deep three-point range. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade.
They are wreaking havoc on him with the three-point shot here.
The defense has no answer right now. Even when they've gotten a hand up, it has not seemed to matter.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're behind by 1. 1:05 left in the game.
Fans, you know we have something to prove. So let's get up and let them hear
it. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Screen by Howard. It's Harden with the drive, and it's sent back by Bob. Dang passes to Wade. Money! 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Terry kicks to Harden to end the run. A second chance effort. Count it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
There's not a lot you can do when Howard is on like he is now.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep. That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Clark, a big-time possession here.
Tell you what, their hearts have to be racing right now.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Harden dishes to Ariza. Harden gets to Ariza. Houston moving it around. Beasley. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're losing by 3. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
And, you know, if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 would be the way I would lean, Greg, but the foul has to come immediately after that.
Timeout called the Heat. Wade of that shot.
I don't believe what I just
How in
saw
the
right
world?
there.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans loved it.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Guys, I'm here with Goran Dragic, and what's been the key to your success tonight and in general for the team of late?
In the last two games, everybody is playing for each other. You know, we're sharing the ball, we are active in defense, and we run. I think so.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwayne Wade. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
Well, Dwayne Wade was at his best tonight, fellas. He's a ferocious competitor when he gets in the zone like that. That intensity on defense, those explosive moves to the rim, Dwayne Wade had it going on tonight.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.